Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of Pinal Prep Spotlight, brought to you by Jones Ford Buick GMC, your hometown dealer for more than 50 years. As you can tell, it's a one-man show today. Maria's on vacation, and our fearless leader, Joey Chenoweth, decided to decline the invitation to be on the show today. So I'm doing it by myself, and we got some great baseball action coming up on Friday. Our game of the week this week is going to be the Poston Butte Broncos taking on the ALA Gilbert North Eagles. And this is going to be a really solid game in my eyes. I'm going to be there covering it on Friday night. These two teams are really stacked, and Poston Butte has definitely proved a lot of people wrong this year after going undefeated last year, and a lot of seniors graduating. We didn't really expect them to kind of take up the mantle again and prove to have a good season, but they have so far. This team is 8-3 right now, and I'm just going to get right into it. They've had a really solid year so far, and from guys that we normally didn't really see stepping into big roles that they have. Connor Lopez is a huge guy for this team so far. He has stepped into a huge role, and he really is the do-it-all guy for this team. When it comes to inside their batter's box, he is batting 552 right now. He is leading the team in batting average, hits with 32, RBIs with 26, and home runs with 6. He has been an incredible piece of this team. He's been there all year, and he's been there in previous years, but he has really stepped into the mold of being the leader for this team, both on the offensive side and on the pitching side. He's done really well. He's pitched 33 innings. He's pitched the most out of anybody in that Bronco pitching staff. He has an ERA of 2.10. He's doing really well on there, and has 35 strikeouts. He has done an incredible job of kind of being that guy for this team that is going to, take them to new heights, and he has some good contributors as well. This is another solid year for a Broncos baseball team with another stellar senior core, with a little bit of a sprinkle of some underclassmen talent, mainly in the form of a guy like Cord Baker. Cord Baker's a sophomore right now, and he's batting .318. He's been done really well to kind of take up that little bit of an underclassman role, but this is a solid senior core with some good contributions from some younger guys that has made this team a very cohesive unit, and I really expect them to continue to this hot run. This team has definitely surprised me for sure. I've always been a big fan of the Broncos, and I think that they can definitely continue to prove people wrong. And on the other side, you got the Eagles, who are 5-3 right now in the regular season record, but don't let that record confuse you. This team is very stacked and solid. They have 5 guys on the roster that are batting over 300 and with a minimum of 50 plate appearances. So this is a stacked lineup that the Broncos have to be wary about. Whoever takes the mound, whether it be Lopez, whether it be someone else, to give Lopez a break from the pitching mound, they're going to have to be on their game if they want to be able to win this game. A guy like Crew Gunnell for the Eagles is batting .419. Hayden Clegg batting .370. Boston Morris batting .345. These are really solid guys that are going to, take the meat of this lineup and are really going to try to contribute as much as they can and get on the Broncos early. So they're going to have to be on top of their game as much as they can and make sure that they are limiting runners and base runners as much as possible. So moral of the story for me, for the Broncos, their key to victory, pitching has to be on top of it. Pitching has to deliver against a stacked lineup that is not going to be afraid of them going into enemy territory in Santan Valley and trying to get a win out of them. So the pitching has to be solid, the pitching has to be stacked, and the offense has to do the same thing. They have to make sure they get on their pitches early and make sure that they can contribute as much as they can to get a win. I'm expecting a Broncos win here. I really like this team, and I think they can do really well. So we're just going to have to see on Friday. Make sure to check in here for all of the other baseball action we have throughout the week and softball action. We got a bunch of stuff coming your way, so stay tuned for the rest of this week and for another Pinal Prep Spotlight coming next week.